Hi, my name is Tanya, and I'm going to be showing you how to do a 9-strand Dutch braid on my daughter Nadia. Nadia, say hi. Look, look at Daddy. I've given her some videos to watch while we do this, and we're just doing this on my iPhone. I'm not a professional videographer, so bear with us. Okay, I have combed out her hair. Look, it's long and beautiful. And I have already sectioned off the piece that I will be starting with up here. So, Nadia, you're gonna have to lift your head. I like just using a fine-tooth comb with a point to help me pick up the slices of hair. And that's our dog in the background. All right. I love my little spray bottle, keeps things wet. All right. Okay, so Brent's gonna have to come up here to show the top. Starting, I start by taking a little over half from one side and establishing my strands. And we do 1, 2, 3. Poppy and Joy, quiet. Those are our dogs. Okay, so to start off with, I do not add any hair. I establish my strands by doing 2 stitches on each side before I even start adding any hair. So I've got 5 strands on the right-hand side of her head, and I use my finger from my other hand, go over, under, grab the farthest piece, and pull it through. Okay, and the reason I don't add hair right away is because I want to establish my strands before we start so that I can hold it like this, and you don't have to have 500 fingers to hold it all the way down. Okay, then we go to the right side and get 4 more strands. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the 5th one on this side, I use the one that I just pulled over from the other side. Whoop, getting tangled. All right, just gonna fix that there. That should have been right there. Okay, and here again, over, under, pull it through. And now you have 5 strands on the right again. So now this part is the trickiest part of the whole, for me anyway. Okay, so now I have to find my strands again. But once you've done this for 2 stitches on each side, it is very easy to find your strands so that you don't have to hold each strand individually the next, all the way down. Okay, so I found 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one that I just pulled from the other side. Okay, and again, over, under, grab and through. She's got really long hair. Okay, and here again. Oh, Nadia, keep your head up, please. We're gonna find our 4 strands on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one you just pulled through from the other side. Over, under, pull and through. And now it's going to be really easy to find and pick up your strands for when you add hair for the rest of the braid. So that's what it looks like when you start. Okay, so Nadia, keep your head up, please. Remember, we're doing a video. You've not done one of these before, so neither have I. All right. So I keep my spray bottle handy. Wet the section on the side. Pick up a slice of hair from here. Try to keep it small. To the middle. Ooh. We got some tangles as we picked that up. Nadia's being really brave. Okay. Try to make this nice and smooth. Good job, Nadia. Okay. Now here you can see, really easy to pick up your strands again. So I'm going to take the first one and add what I just picked up. And then pick up my other strands. 2, 3, 4, 5. Over, under. Grab that whole piece that you just picked up and pull it through to the other side. Okay. Now we'll do our first one on the other side. Again, I just like keeping it nice and wet. Helps me. Okay. Pick up our slice here. Keeping it nice and small. Right, smooth it back. Add it to your outermost strand. Your outermost strand will always be on top of the previous one that's gone through. Add that hair to the outermost strand. Pick up the rest of them. And this is why you can find your strands easily, is because they are over and under the previous ones that you've put through. There, we've picked up our 5 strands. Over, under. Take everything there from the outermost strand and pull it through. And you can see the beginning of the braid on top there. I'd like to thank my husband for being patient and holding the phone for the video. And for Nadia being so patient. Haha. Alright. So, and now we just do the same thing all the way down. I don't know how to do the fast forward thing on the videos, so you can fast forward yourself if you're already catching on. But this is just going to be a slow thing all the way through, because said at the beginning, I'm not a professional videographer. I just like doing my girl's hair. Okay, try to smooth that out so it stays nice and flat on the head.
My sister's hair got cut.
Nadia's telling you that her sister chose to cut her hair and not have any more fancy braids done by mommy anymore. 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4. And your 5th one is the one you just pulled through from the other side. Over, under, grab everything and pull it through. I think from now on you will only be seeing it from the left side. That's okay. So that my husband can sit down and not have to stamp through this whole thing. Okay, again, pick up our slice of hair. Smooth it out the best you can. Sits flat on her head. Okay. Add it to your outermost strand. Find the others. Okay, and again, over, under, and pull through. See on top there, where it's starting to look like the braid will. Okay. Again to our other side, obviously. She's got really long hair, so picking up those small slices always makes tangles at the bottom. Okay, Smooth it out. Find your outermost strand. Add. Pick up your other ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. Over, under, over, under. Oh, Adia, stay here. All right. All right. Spritz that down. Now I've done 4 stitches so far. So pretty much half of my strands are quite a bit thicker than the other half because obviously I've picked up hair into those 4 and not into the other 5 yet. Okay. Okay. Carefully pick up my slice. Stay here, Nadia. Okay. Go here and add this to our outermost strand. Now what you're going to start seeing here is as you pick up your strands, it's going to be pulling from the other side because these ones have already come over from the other side. So it helps also tighten up the braid on the other side. Okay. Over, under, over, under. Pull it through. Oh, sorry, I had said before I had done 4 stitches already. I'd done 5. This is now 6 stitches. So 6 strands have more hair in them and 3 of them are still very little. By keeping this nice and smooth. Okay, I know you can't see this side. I'm picking it up right on top of her ear. I'll show you on the other side because that'll be the equal.
Look, a happened to mine.
What happened to it? Uh-oh. Here. There you go. My other children are also watching videos to keep quiet during this. My son's video disappeared on him, so I had to fix it. Okay, so here we need to find our teeny tiny outward strand, outer strand. Okay. Two. Here, and this is what I mean when your outermost strands are really tiny because you haven't added hair to them yet. And these ones are coming from the other side where you have already added hair, so they're thicker. You catch that? 3, 4, 5. Okay, over, under, over, under. All right. Again, make it a little wet. Nadia doesn't like it getting in her face. Okay, I'm gonna pick up right by your ear here. A bit of a bigger slice, that's okay. Okay, just gonna try to make this nice and smooth so it lies flat on her head. Okay, I'm gonna find our outermost strand. This is the smallest one on this side now because I'm working on strand 8. The other side will have strand 9, and then we'll have worked with each strand only once so far. Okay, up, up. You can see it pulling from the other side where we've already, because now you're starting to use pieces from that you've picked up on the other side. Okay. Again, same thing, over, under, grab all of that, pull it through. Okay, I'm gonna comb this out again. All that pulling through gets it tangly. Okay, again, I'd like to show what it's looking like to start. All right. I've done 8 stitches so far, which means I have only worked with 8 strands. Now we'll be adding to the 9th strand. Smoothing it out. You falling asleep over there? Okay, add it to the very last teeny strand from the top. Pick up your other strands. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your last one from the other side. All right. Okay, now we've pretty much done the top of her head. It's going to start coming down the bottom or the back. Always like to wet it. Helps keep the flyaways, helps make it smooth. Carefully pick up my slice of hair. Again, just making it nice and smooth so it lies flat on her head. Okay, now this, I'd like to show you, adding it to the outermost strand, of course. But what I'd like to show you, if Brent would come on top here, is that if you follow it, it's the first strand we worked with over here. So after all that, now we're going back to the very first strand from the top. Nadia, I can tell you're having some ouchies there. You're being a brave girl. Good job. I'm trying not to pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Uh-oh, I dropped some hair. No problem. Over, under, pinch, and through. Nadia, I need your head to go that way. Go back to the other side. All right. Carefully pick up our slice. Now, the other thing is that happens, I notice, is you're not always even on each side when you're picking up the slices. So some of your strands are thicker than others, and that is okay. It actually helps the woven look on top to look more established and not clump into each other. Okay, add it to our outermost strand. Pick up our other 4. 1. You can see it's pulling from here. That one's pulling from here. This one's pulling from here. And the 5th one is pulling from where you just took it on the other side. Now I need you to turn your head that way a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Over, under. Pinch everything. And through. Did that pull, Nadia?
A bit.
A bit? You're being a big girl. Nadia's only 6. Okay. Nadia, can you turn your head to the right just a little bit? This way. Thank you. Okay. Not sure if you can hear it, but my son sitting to my right keeps turning up his volume and he's watching dominoes topple on videos. If you're wondering what that sound is. Ivan, can you turn it down a little bit?
Can't.
You can't? Okay.
I want Daddy to. Daddy, turn it down a little. Okay. Stop.
Thanks, Daddy. Right, Ivan? Ivan. Thanks.
Daddy.
All right. Okay, smooth that out. Okay, adding it to our outermost strand. Again, from this side, since this is where we have the most clear view. Brent can come up a little. Pulling from here. Picking up your next one. Pulling from here. Here, this one, your next strand, pulling from here. Oh, that needs to move over. Oops. Your 4th one is pulling right from here. And 5th one is just the last one you did on the other side. And mixed up my fingering there. Okay, Nadia, turn your head this way. Thank you. Over, under, under. Grab the whole thing and through. Ooh, drop my comb. There we go. Just smooth this out here again. Again, all that over, under can make your strands tangly. Okay, carefully pick up our slice. What you doing over there, Sarah? What you doing over there? It's so cute. Uh-huh.
I have dominoes falling down.
You have dominoes falling down?
Daddy said, Mommy, dominoes are falling. Dominoes falling down.
Dennis? Is that who's on your video?
Yeah.
Daddy, show Sarah. Sarah's over there eating a sandwich. She says whatever's on her video, the guy's name is Dennis. He's so cute. Ivan over here, he's told me he's watching dominoes fall down. Okay, picking up our outermost strand, adding it to our slice, picking up our others, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mommy, I want this off now.
What? Well, you can try, but it might run out of battery again. And just so you don't think we're like crazy that each of our kids has a phone. It's not true. There are old phones that we didn't recycle because we can't afford iPads for them to play with, so they are literally using our old phones from our old contracts. Now you can definitely see the weaving start to happen here. Okay. Okay. Carefully pick up our slice. And what I do try to do also is make, when I'm doing a slice from left and right, is try to make them even in the middle so that it stays nice and even on the way down. So I started on the right, so that means that one always picks up first. I just try to match it on the left. Okay, make it nice and smooth. Now, I'm going to show you 2 pictures side by side in the comments later of the previous 9-strand braid I did and what it looked like after a few days. We have a splash pad / wading pool that's a block from us in our city that's free to go to, and we are there practically every day. So the after picture is going to be what it looks like after a few days of us running around and being in the pool. But it still actually looks pretty good. It's got, of course, some flyaways on the side. But it's just going to show you what that this braid can last for several days if you want it to. Okay, adding my slice to the outermost strand. Okay, Nadia, turn your head to the right. Thank you. Picking up strand 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nadia, turn your head to the right a little bit, please. This way. Oh, she's not listening. Over, under, just like we've done a dozen times before here already. All right. I'm just gonna get some of these tanglies out. Helps keep it nice and smooth later, further down. Sorry about that. Frog in my throat. Okay. Slices are getting smaller now as we get to the bottom of the head. Again, this makes, from what I said before, some of your strands are gonna feel larger than others, and that is okay. One. See, I can see it pulling through there as I hold it. And it also just helps tighten it up on top. 3, 4, 5. Nadia, can you turn your head to the right? Thank you. Over, under, grab, and through. You getting sleepy, Nadia? Okay. Can you sit up in your chair a little bit? Okay, I'm just gonna go and count something here. I want to see how many stitches I've done. I've lost count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. That's about right. Okay. What happened? Oh, there you go. You figured it out, Ivan. Good job. Okay, need your head to go that way. Thank you. Okay, smooth it out. Okay. Just like we've done all the way down. Add to the outermost strand. Pick up the others. 2, 3, 4, 5. Over, under. Oof. Thanks, Nadia. Okay, again, want to help make this smooth further down. Okay, just smoothing it out again. It's really important near the bottom. Okay, one, adding it to our outermost strand, picking up 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under, grab the whole thing. Oh, Brent's coming in for a different angle. Hi, honey. Oh, look at that. Gonna grab my water. Now, what's really interesting is that I'm about to do stitch 18. That's what I was counting there before. I wanted to figure out how many stitches I had. So 18 stitches on a 9-strand braid literally means you have only stitched each strand twice. I need to even out this slice. Okay.
I want this out.
Okay, take it out.
I can?
Yep.
Right now?
Yep. Sarah over there is asking to unplug her phone. It died earlier. She doesn't like sitting with it plugged in though. Okay, adding to our outermost strand. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
She's coming to sit with Daddy. 2, 3, 4. Sarah, can you turn down your volume on your videos, please? Okay, over, under, and through. Okay, so I was saying just a minute ago that you've literally only stitched with each strand twice. So I'd like to follow that back and just show you. This is what we just took. It goes up here and up here. That's the one strand all the way down. Okay, getting to the bottom here. Now, I like Nadia keeping her head down right now, but she'll complain about that in a minute. So I'm going to try to hurry this up. But with her head down, it helps make the bottom ones nice and tight. Okay, making it nice and smooth. Grabbing my outermost strand. Two, three, 4, and 5. That just came from the other side. Turn that way, thank you. Okay, got our 5 strands, over, under, pull and through. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do 2 more stitches. These bottom ones are kind of hard to make tight, I find, but we'll do our best. Okay, pick up the middle, divide it down the middle. You don't want to go with your bottom strands too close to having just a small slice at the bottom, because then they are really difficult to make tight. Okay. Picking up our outermost strand. And that too close to the bottom thing comes with experience. Okay, Nadia, I need you really to put your head down for just a minute. Can you do that for me? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under, over. I mean, over, under. Okay, with our head down, I can really pull that in tight. Okay, and our last strand on the other side, our last stitch. Oh, puppy's heard a noise. Okay, picking up our outermost strand again. Nope, that's not the outermost strand. Uh-oh, did I lose it? Ah, that's where I went wrong, I think. I think I made a bit of a mistake here, but I'm just gonna fix it. Yep, okay, I think I see what I did here. This should be, this is my outermost strand. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under, and through. think I might have screwed up that bottom stitch, but oh, okay, Nadia. Okay, and then the bottom, you just do exactly what you've been doing without adding slices to make the tail. 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under. Oh, okay, I'm gonna move Nadia ahead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under. Okay. And just do that until you run out of hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under. Nadia, can you put your head down just for a minute? Under. Sarah, can you turn down your videos a little?
There.
Thank you. I'm only going to do a couple more stitches. Under. Because you get the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, under. 1. Oh, nope. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll do one more on each side and then I'll tie it off. Because this here, my outermost strands are getting quite short. All right, so to tie it off, what I do is just take all the strands, try to tie them under or curl them under just a little bit, and tie it off. I'm not quite sure how, but I did screw up this last stitch right here. I'm not quite sure how, but you can barely tell amongst the rest of it. Anybody looking at it on the street wouldn't know. Me, the perfectionist, can tell. Okay, just comb out the end, make it nice and smooth. And of course, I don't have a curling iron. I don't like using heat on my girl's hair, but you could curl that. But there you have it. All the way up. And we're gonna say hi, Nadia.
Hi.
That's my messy living room. Me and hubby. And my other kids. Say hi, Sarah and Ivan. Hi. Ivan is quite literal sometimes. It's not being funny. And yes, just this last week, my 7-year-old decided she wanted her hair cut.
Who are you talking?
I'm talking on the video.
Huh.
All right, again, one more shot of the 9-strand braid. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And yeah, maybe I'll do another one of something else I can do.